we have right here with us, speaking to us via Zoom. Her name is Debbie J, and she's the next big sound in the hip hop and R&B music scene, music genre, if you want to say that. Emerging from Enugu State, Debbie J is a rising force in the hip hop and R&B scene, blending unique elements of different music, e.g., soulful melodies, hard-hitting lyrics, experimental beats, to create a sound that captivates audiences. With a deep passion for storytelling through music, Debbie J crafts songs that resonate with raw emotion, real-life experiences, and an undeniable energy that leaves listeners wanting more. Her breakout single, Risk and Wave of Dance, already on all social media digital platforms, has already gained attention for its infectious hooks, powerful messages, and dynamic production, proving that Debbie J is not just another artist, but a movement in the making. Whether it's on stage or in the studio, her artistry speaks for itself, pushing boundaries and redefining what's next in the hip hop and R&B music. With a growing fan base, collaborations with Balani, an award-winning producer with an undeniable sound and presence, is set to make waves in the industry. This is just the beginning. So, ladies and gentlemen, get ready for the sound of the future, as Debbie J is set to turn up and turn out. So welcome, everyone. Want to say Debbie J is live with us, of course, via Zoom, but hey, we're happy to have her here. So yes, welcome back, Debbie J. I just read your profile, and then we'll be asking you a couple of questions just to get to know who you are. So yes, welcome again to the show, and let's do this straight up. How does it feel to be the sound of the future in the Nigerian music scene? How does it feel?
I mean, it feels so real. I am actually honored to be the sound of the future, because it's actually a blessing and a responsibility. So I am so honored and hyped. Actually, it's magical, and I'm so happy because the world is yet to see the whole of Debbie J. That's it.
Yes, you're taking us through the world of Debbie J, and we cannot wait. Which brings me to the question: from Enugu State to everywhere, how did growing up in Enugu State influence your sound and vibe? Is there, or are there rather, any local flavors in your music that we should be anticipating or catching?
Well, Enugu State, I grew up in a place of Enugu is full of high life, storytelling, and so much more. I mean, I came across a lot of people with different stories, experiences. So I actually captured from everyone's experiences, everybody's story. I captured a little from it, and I said to myself, there is a way I can actually, pass this message out there to other people, because people walking out there in the streets in Enugu, a lot of people had to like go through different kind of things, and I felt like it was my job to actually, put it out there so that the rest of the world can hear it. The rest of the people can actually understand what Enugu is all about, what people are going through, what life has actually taught some other people. So, my music has to do with a little touch of like, high life, reggae, something like that. And I mean, that's the flavor that comes with my music. It's a very beautiful mixture, and that's for me.
I love that. I love how you explain that fully. It keeps us wondering and anticipating what you're going to be up next with. But hey, this question says, your song, your track, Risk and Wave of Dance. All right, your track's Risk and Wave of Dance is really doing numbers.
Yes.
Now, what was the story behind the title? And did you take a risk making this one, just as the name says?
Yeah, definitely. I really took a risk making Risk itself. Like Risk, that song itself, it was I took a serious risk, because I'll just explain this. That song was recorded in Zaria. I was at Enugu when somebody said, "Oh, there's a good producer. I know of him. He's at Zaria. You can go there." So we just took that risk and went down to Zaria with my manager. Honestly, it was a serious, because we knew nobody there, and even the producer we're going to meet over there, we didn't know him. So, but when we went there, and everything that happens in North, now, we just went there, and We met with the producer, and that night it was magical. It was magical. So when he gave us some of his beats, he'd be like, okay, I have some beats. Like, okay, let's see it. And we saw the beats and we loved the beat, that the risk beat. And he said, okay, can you fix something to it? I said, yeah. So that night it was around 1:30 at midnight. I was with my manager, so we're like, what are we going to fix onto these beats? And he said, and I was like, man, it was really a serious risk coming down here, knowing nobody, having no direction. We just moved because somebody said there's a good producer, and that was it. And that was how the song came, Risk. It was a very beautiful experience, honestly. We wrote that song till 2, 1:30 to 2, that's 30 minutes. And it became a hit song. It was a very beautiful song, and everybody is, vibing to it. Risk, taking risk. That's it.
All right, for Risk, as a song, your songs are making numbers. Now, these are on your streaming platforms. Where else have you been
Yes, sir.
making or doing promotions for music? Because I tell a whole lot of people, especially Burna Boy said something recently. He said, as artists in Nigeria, except you're one of the biggest guns or the big cats, streaming platforms do not really pay. All right. Now, the best versions of yourself and artistry that you have to pull out is the fact that you garner fans, you get fans from all over the world, and these fans listen to your music either from the internet or most especially from radio or television, because a lot of people watch this now. How are you moving your music promotions to make sure that you're heard all over the country and outside?
Okay, I'm available on YouTube. I have snippets of my songs on YouTube, on Instagram, and on Facebook. And also, I've held some couple of concerts in Enugu, in some hotels, like some gigs. I've held in some couple of places. But people can follow me. They can actually hear my song, from YouTube and Google. And Instagram and Facebook and TikTok. I mean, TikTok is a trending place. Like whatever you put on TikTok, I'm on TikTok. My songs are there. So these are other platforms where my music is actually displayed.
Describe your music to someone hearing it for the first time.
Wow, my music to someone hearing it for the first time, just as a lot of fans have actually told me. I've gotten reports, I've gotten comments about my music. They say, Debbie, your song is healing, your song is encouraging. So for someone hearing my music for the first time, my song is healing, my music is healing, honestly, because this is the report I have gotten from fans, I've gotten from people, and I mean, it couldn't be more. I mean, what else can music do to somebody if not healing, if not encouragement? That's the greatest the music can actually, the message of a music can pass out to people. So that is what my music is all about, and I am thankful for that.
It basically inspires your music. Is it good melodies? Is it motivation? Is it heartbreak? Is it hustle? Is it your headspace? What would you say serves as motivation and inspiration for your music?
Every of it, both hustle, heartbreak, because I've been through all of this. I've been through all of this, and this inspires my music. All of it inspires my music, actually, because all of these are experiences Bobby have gone through, and I've seen other people gone through it. So they all inspire my music. The pain and the joy, everything comes together. But the most important thing is that this is real. They are all real. Yeah.
Nice. It says in your profile that you've worked with award-winning music producer Balani. I was working with him,
Yeah.
and what was the vibe like? That's behind the scenes. Was it good? Did you enjoy yourself? Sometimes I've had issues that were raised in front of me about different producers. They'll tell you some producers are really hard, they don't listen to you, and these are one of the best or the best of the best producers you have on the planet, but you keep hearing stories from different people. They'll tell you this producer is like this, he's too hard, he doesn't know how to do this one. But you've worked with Balani. How was it behind the scene? How were the vibes?
Balani, I must say, is the sweetest soul, the sweetest producer to work with. He's so patient. He's so fun. I mean, Balani. I remember one certain period when I was to record Grown. It's a hip hop song, and I wanted my voice to sound like DMX. And when the beat came up, I was telling him I want my voice, and he was so patient with me because we do a recording, and when I listen to it, I'd be like, I don't. It's not sounding like DMX. I want to sound like Jaru. So he said, Debbie, you don't want to sound like Nicki Minaj. I said, no, I don't want to sound girly. I want to sound I want to sound manly. So he was so patient with me. We spent hours on that song, but it was fun. It was fun to actually work with Balani, and it's fun to work with him. Balani is one of the greatest, and I love his vibe, his energy. When Balani hits on his system, he's giving you magic. He's giving you power. That's it.
Let's Debbie J for a second. Let's say your music, your genre of music was a TikTok trend or meme. What would it be called? And what would the sound be like behind it?
Okay, if my music was a TikTok trend, it would be wave in motion, and the sound behind it would be wave of dance and wrist, like a little mixture of hip hop and R&B. That would be the sound behind it. But the trend would be wave in motion. That would be the trend, wave in motion, and that's it. That's what I want it to be.
All right, so let's say you make this playlist, right? Called Debbie
Yeah.
J's Healing and Hype Tapes. Which three songs, other than yours, all right, I must add?
Oh man, I mean there are so many of it I love, but I would pick three. I love Asha. The land is green by Asha. That song is heavenly to me. And also A Stranger in Moscow by Michael Jackson. And The Greatest I'll Always Love You by the legendary, iconic Whitney Houston. I could never go wrong with these songs. I could
Now,
never go wrong with the songs.
so tell me, in your own words, what is music to you? What is music to you,
Music, in
Debbie
my own
J?
words, okay. Music that I have always defined is healing to the soul, to the mind, and to the spirit, and to the body. That is how I have always defined music. It is healing to the soul, to the body, and to the mind. If music does not actually accomplish this, then it's not music for me. It must have healing. It must come with a sense of encouragement and peace.
Yeah, so I'm going to correct you now. The song "The Land Is Green" is not by Asha; it's by T.Y. Bello.
Are you for real?
The land is green. Oh, oh. It's by
Oh,
T.Y. Bello, yes. So you owe me at least 10 million naira for giving you this wealth of knowledge.
all right. Thank you so
But
much. I
yes,
appreciate.
I do get how people make comparisons to them because I love Asha a lot. There's no day I don't play Asha. But now you know that it is T.Y. Bello,
I know.
not Asha. So you owe me. All right, moving to the next question.
Okay, thank you. All
Good.
right.
Let me thank you first.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right, moving on. You've got this big, bold, boundary breaking energy, of course, and everybody can see it. It's so evidential. What I would ask is, do you ever feel any pressure to fit into the industry mode, or are you just doing you? Are you just Debbie J, or there are influences making you want to follow the industry ways? Do you understand what I'm saying? What works
Yes,
for you?
yes. I am so happy. Yes, I'm so happy that I have to actually explain this and address this on live television, Galaxy TV especially, because this is a very big channel. Because there's a lot of pressure. The pressure is so real, but I've learned to let it pass like traffic because I'm doing Debbie J. I'm not doing because I've seen a lot of things. I've heard a lot of things. People say, they come up to me, Debbie, you have to do it differently. You have to do it this. You have to do it that. But nobody's asking what I want to do. There are audience out there, and these people give me their feedback. This is what they like. This is what they want. This how my song has affected them. So me switching, am I not robbing these people of the benefit from my music? I'm robbing them of the benefit from my music. So I'm not here to fit into the mold. I'm here to shift it. That is me. A lot of people have every idea to tell you this is how you should do this, how you should do it, but they fail to ask you what actually do you want to do? What actually is this your song? What is it giving? What is the benefit? What is the life behind it? What's the sound behind it? Nobody's asking. Is just do it this way, do it that way. What if I do it and I don't get fulfilled? So joy is real. I face it every day. But Debbie, I've come to a point where I'm actually, I'm confident of bold enough to answer these questions. And that is why I'm answering it here, right? So that every other person can watch it. My fans out there, people who have been telling me to shift and do the other things, I am addressing it here. And this is Debbie J. Debbie J will do me. I will do me, and I will do what I believe in and what I love and what I want to do.
Very authentic. Now, you've got your from what we understand, right? Gen Zs are big on authenticity and mental health. How do you stay grounded chasing the spotlight?
I mean, through prayers, through journaling, through reading, and through keeping contact with my family. After God, my family is the second for me. So in a world where there's so much chaos, there's so much expectation from you, this, that, there's so much influence, both negative influence. I mean, how I stay grounded and positive is through prayer. I mean, God comes first for me. God comes first for me and my family, and then journaling and reading I keep, because these things remind me of why I started, and it keeps me on the move to keep going. So that's it for me. I'm not moved by the waves, so the Gen Z bias and all of that. No, I'm not.
Debbie J, are you there?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Yes, I said your fans call you a whole movement. What's the wildest or sweetest DM you've ever gotten?
Okay. Well, the sweetest DM I've gotten, and till today, whenever I think about it, I cheese up. Is a fan said something. When he heard my song, he made a comment. He said, "Your song actually stopped us from making a bad decision one night." And I was like, "Wow, this is great." And he said, "Thank you, Debbie. Thank you." That was what he said. And till today, that sticks with me because that is fulfillment me. That is fulfillment. It actually gives me a sense of, Debbie, you are doing great. You are doing great. I mean, people are out there listening to you. People are encouraged. They are moved by what you do. So keep it up.
That seems very sweet. Ladies and gentlemen, we still have Debbie J talking to us about her music, her lifestyle, and a whole lot of things that she's gone through in the past. Now, we're yet to go through some of the challenges she's faced, but she says something. She doesn't want to fit into other people's modus operandi. She wants to be her. She wants to do her. She doesn't want negativity around her, and that she's taking the time to let everybody know that this is who she is. And that, to me, is someone who wants to make a statement. Would I ever go on a quick break to watch, all right, and listen to something from Debbie J, and then we'll be right back. Stay here. Welcome back. I'm sure a whole lot of you enjoyed that one. The female rapper and music artist doing rap, R&B, and soul. Very beautiful one. Thank you so much, Debbie J, for that. This is Whatup, a show that runs from Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 11 a.m., and we do the most to put smiles on your faces. Yes, we still have Debbie J buzzing with us right now, and the song which you just watched is titled "Grown." Hello, Debbie J, you still there?
Yeah,
Oh, Debbie,
I'm still here.
Omo,
Thank you. I'm
you
still
finish
here.
work, oh. We totally enjoyed that one in the studios here. Yes, titled the song
Thank
titled
you.
"Grown" reminds me, and your voice reminds me of two female rappers in Nigeria. One is Sasha P, and one
Okay.
is Mo Cheddar. Mo Cheddar. If you know these two people,
Mm,
then you know that rap in Nigeria was what it is before Eva Alodia came through and all that. But yes, we love that one. Tell us about the song, "Grown." When did you shoot the video, and what year did that song come out? Because we absolutely love it.
okay. Grown actually came out in the year 2021. Yeah. And the song is all about, the struggles of life, the the journey of growth, the journey, the whatever your experience, what you had to go through, it's actually personal for me, what I had to go through to get to a certain point, my journey and every other thing, both my musical journey, both my hustling journey and every other thing, my heartbreak journey, all of this I actually put together to make up this song, Grown. So it's a mixture of everything combined together.
All right, we're going personal now. What's that misconception your fans have about you? What's that thing that your fans always say, Debbie J, maybe they feel like it's like this, it's like that, but it's not true. For example, let me tell you, I always give examples. Someone might look at me and say, this guy, you might really be a snob. Oh. Like sometimes I go to places and I don't smile because I don't see the reason to. Except I see someone I know or I like, and then we start vibing, and you're like, this guy is like this. So if you see me,
Yeah.
at first you'll be like, this one feel be snob. Oh. Even on the road, I don't like to smile to people up and down. I like to mind my business, but I'm a very jovial person when you get to know me. So your fans want to know, what's that misconception about you that some people say, Debbie J is like me, but that's not true. In real life, you're actually not like that. You're the opposite. What's that thing?
Same thing with you. Everybody thinks, a lot of people think I'm a snob. They think I ignore people. But when they get to know me, they be like, this is not who he is. Oh. That's a misconception a lot of people have about me. They think, because I'm a shy person, when I get somewhere, even to greet somebody, I'm shy. I'm a very shy person. But when they get to know me, so a lot of people have called me snobby. They say you ignore people. They say you're so puffy. You're so proud of yourself. I'm like, no, this is not who I am. But when I get to talk with them, they see how sweet I am. I'm a sweet soul. So my fans out there and everybody, this is me. I'm a very sweet person. I don't snob. So please erase that misconception about me. Please.
All right. Yes, I love that as well. Thanks for clearing that up. Now, if a fan, for
Mhm.
example, wants to vibe with Debbie J beyond music, what's the best way? What's the best avenue? Is it your Instagram stories? Is it your YouTube vlogs? Or showing up at your next live gig or a concert, somewhere you're invited to, somewhere you're playing? How do these fans rather, rev it up with you personally?
Okay. Wow. I would say all three, but the live gigs is where the magic happens. I mean, that's where we actually brew the magic. So the live gig is where you can actually interact with me, you can vibe with me, one on one. That's it. Like, we will rub minds, we go rub shoulders. That is where the magic
Yes,
happens.
I kind of flow with that one as well. Yes,
Okay.
as part of being personal, what's your favorite holiday destination when you're not working, when you're not chilling, when you're not in the studios, and you're asked this question Where would Debbie J just love to travel to that's not in Nigeria? What's your favorite holiday destination?
Dubai. I love Dubai. Dubai, I mean, Dubai is just it's just so beautiful. I love beauty. Those people they have everything. There's nothing you can actually look for that is not in Dubai. Although I haven't been there, but I see it on TV. But Dubai is actually a nice place to be, to spend your vacation and, to just be yourself.
Dubai. All
Dubai
right,
it is for me.
we're
Yeah.
taking that into cognizance.
All right.
Debbie J says Dubai, so we're putting it at the back of our mind. Now, Debbie J, what do you do first when you wake up in the morning? Do you pray, post on your Instagram or WhatsApp or YouTube or whatever, Twitter, or do you play beats? What's the first thing you do when you wake up in the morning?
It definitely has to be prayer. I don't joke with praying. Praying is it for me. I mean, I have to pray. I have to call on my creator. I have to thank him for waking up. So prayer for the day, prayer, the first thing I do for the day, keeps me energized throughout the day. So when I communicate with my creator, I mean, with God, that is everything. I mean, my day goes smoothly. So prayer for me, and prayer it is, and prayer it will always be.
Good. Now, for someone who is not a fan, someone who is watching Debbie J right now, and like person is not a fan, tell us why the world or that person should be listening to Debbie J right now. What makes your sound the next big thing?
My sound is so unique. I don't know, but my sound is something that has never been. If people, to the person listening to me right now, if you get a chance to listen to all of my music, all of my songs, Debbie is just different. My songs and music is just different. I mean, it brings peace. It brings peace. It brings joy. It brings healing. So I'm telling the people listening to me that listen to Debbie J, and whatever you're going through, that heartbreak you're going, whatever it is, you're gonna find some sort of relief from my song, from my music. You're gonna find some sort of relief from my song and music, and you will not just be the same as you listen to it. You will not just be the same. Debbie comes with a strong sense of power. Debbie J song comes with a strong sense of power and influence and passion. So my song my songs is the next big thing, the sound of the future, like I said from the beginning. Everything.
The challenges you faced in music and how you were able to come through all these challenges unscathed.
Man, one of the greatest challenges is money. Money, if you don't have money, you cannot do music. Money is the biggest challenge I have ever had to face. Raising money to do some certain things. But I had, when people believed in my music, the people who came and they saw my music, they believed in it. They started, sponsoring me. They started, putting into the music and sponsoring the music, supporting me. And I mean, that is how I got to reach to this point, to this level. It's not been easy, but
So
money and God
shout
did
out
it.
to every one of them.
I thank
Kudos to them.
you.
Shout out to them. God bless them for
Shout
giving
out
you
to
all the
Louis.
necessary
Shout out
support.
to all right, thank you. Shout out to Michael. Shout out to everyone who actually supported me. I thank you, and I really love what you did for me.
All right, quickly as we round up the show, give us your social media handles and where we can download Debbie J's music.
Okay. My social media handle on Instagram is at simply Debbie J. At YouTube is also Debbie J. TikTok is official Debbie J. My Instagram handle on my handle on TikTok is official Debbie J. And then my songs you can find on Apple, on iTunes, on Spotify, on all of the streaming platforms. You can find my songs. It's over there. Go and stream and listen and be blessed.
All right, go stream, listen, and be blessed. 1 second, 1 second. Give your fans words of motivation. 1 second.
Okay, okay. Yeah, my fans out there, I would say this to you. You know, I want you to feel everything, accept everything, the pain, the joy, the dream, all is in the same story. All of it is in your story. And someday, someday you will make out a great, a great life out of everything you've been through. So feel everything, enjoy everything, even the pain, even the struggle, even the hardship, enjoy it because you're going to come out of it. All of them, they are in your story. They are all in your story. And this story is something you're going to share and actually, you know, motivate and encourage someone. So this is my advice for you. Just be yourself because everything in your life is real.
All right, thank you so much, Debbie J, for coming through on the show. WhatsApp is honored, and we're so privy to have you here. We're so elated. That's the word. It's a dream come true to have you here. So thank you very much for gracing us with this very
Thank you.
important and necessary, mind-blowing, thought-wrenching interview. God bless you. Keep doing good music. It's all love from here.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Bless you. I'm honored.
All right. Have a good day. Bye for now.